and their ability to match up against any style of play. And that challenge is right ahead. Clippers, Bulls, the NBA on 2K Sports. And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams. And we're just about ready to get this one started. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Los Angeles Clippers as they go up against the Chicago Bulls. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony alongside. Our sideline reporter tonight, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. With the new G League patrimony was...
Thank you, D.A. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Williams is out there with Wendell Carter. And it's Temple in at the small forward. And for Los Angeles, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Baca is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the point. And the Bulls start out with the ball. Levine against George. Takes a shot at the elbow, and the shot goes in. Levine's got the opening field goal of the game for Chicago.
And a nice, smooth stroke. When Levine feels that rhythm, he's a knockdown jump shooter.
And stolen by White, and they're pushing it up. Good, nice job down low.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
George, no good.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
And really a quick thinker with that sound jumper. Levine can capitalize in catch-and-shoot situations.
Now here's Leonard. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and the championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
Here's Levine. Paul George making his last shot. Temple off target from outside. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Outside Leonard. Batum trying to break loose, and it's Leonard missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And Temple kicks to Carter. Over Ibaka. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
A highly coordinated big fellow. Carter Jr. has a variety of moves down low that he can beat defenders with.
Here's Leonard. Nice form on the 20-footer. Leonard's got his second basket of the night.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And running the pick and roll to perfection there. Much easier to execute when you have a handle like Levine.
Passes to George. Over Carter, and George gets it to go.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
Levine passes to White. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. White's got 5 now.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
And George gets it to go. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Right the pass to Levine. And that one hits back iron. Clippers trail by 3. Right side George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the versatility of Paul George's game. Elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
When you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor, I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality they got to fill some roles, right? And you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. And the shot is good.
He's so dangerous as a scorer. Lou Williams can recognize when there's openings. This time it was a teammate.
Levine against George. Stolen by George. There's the triple. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Leonard. Young with the ball. To halt the run, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for 1 more at the line.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Bulls shooting their first free throw of the night here. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. From deep. Valentine grabs the board. Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. The shot's good.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
To the middle. Here's George. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. George has got 15.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
Pass to Gafford. He kicks it to White. Now here is George. He's got 15. Left side Williams. Young trying to break free. Williams gets the bucket.
When you're a veteran player like Paul George, you understand that even 24 seconds is a long time. Great patience to wait for that play.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
How about last season? Made about 79% of his attempts, so those are really quality numbers.
And he knocks down the first one.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
And the Bulls making a change here. Makoka's checked in. And both free throws good for White. 54 seconds left in the first. And here's Kennard. No points in the game yet for him. Can't cash in from close range. For Chicago, they've gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter, and it's blocked. Williams against White. Hit the teardrop, and it's sent back by White. Williams gets the bucket. Bulls trail by 3. Outside, White. A fader, and that one drops. White's got 9.
Beautiful touch there. Give White these types of looks consistently, and he's going to make you pay.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a master quarter. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverley about his throwback style.
Old school basketball, you know, and it's fun and it's light. Fans deserve it on both sides. You know, it's good old-fashioned basketball. You know, it's all part of the game. We're both trying to win, and that's what people want to see. Hard-nosed, edgy basketball.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverley may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So the Bulls 5 right now. We've got White, Young out there with Valentine. And it's Gafford in at the 5, down low.
And the Croatian big man, Ivica Zubac, a big hip-hop fan. His teammates call him Zupac.
It's amazing that he was traded from the Lakers to the Clippers, so still home games here at Staples Center.
Here's Williams after the Bulls pick up 2. On the wing, Morris, defended by Young.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. With the stoppage last season, the Bulls still became center stage after the release of the documentary, The Last Dance. It covered their 6 titles with Michael Jordan in 8 seasons. There was record viewership, including most NBA players tuning in. Dynasties like those never lose their luster. Kevin?
Well said, D.A. Thanks. Williams comes with a double team. Young looking around. Just 4 to shoot. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Young's got 7 points in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Greg, if you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Here's Temple. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Kicks to Carter. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. White, good.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 1. Beverly the pass to Leonard. Leonard draws the double, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
So it's the Clippers now. Batum dishes to Leonard.
So smooth. The little pump fake, get the defender in the air. As if Leonard wasn't hard enough to cover, he's adding that to his game.
The Clippers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Leonard.
Well, the wingspan and the timing that Kawhi Leonard has is really remarkable. He utilizes those strengths to dominate both ends of an NBA floor.
Levine's checked in for Chicago. Leonard hits them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's White. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Leonard. The good-looking shot from the wing. Leonard's got 6 points in the quarter.
And that's usually a solid strategy. Get the ball into Leonard's capable, large hands and let him go to work.
Bean passes to White. Here is Carter, defended by Ibaka. It's White on the wing. Jackson comes over with the double. Here's Carter, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Leonard, that's for 2. And that one is off. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Down low. And it's Carter missing.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Here's Ibaka. Hits the jumper. And the Clippers lead by 3.
Yeah, high percentage look there for Ibaka. He can be automatic in there when given room.
Left side, Williams. And the slam by Williams.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Ibaka finds Jackson. Outside Leonard. 6 to shoot. Poked loose. Levine looking around. Over Leonard. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Clippers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Leonard's got 8 points in the quarter.
Now, the inside part of Kawhi's game just so hard to stop. He's too physical and seems to be just locked in at times.
Carter at the elbow from 17 feet out. Counted. His second make in 4 attempts.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
Bulls trail by 3. Here's Levine, connects in the foul line jumper. Levine's got 10.
Well, a little mid-ranger is going to be an easy shot for him when he's got that much of a size advantage.
White against Jackson. And the basket is good.
And uses the threat of his drive to open up looks for him offensively. Jackson is one smart cookie.
Pass to Levine. Lobs it up for Levine. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And blessed with high-level explosiveness, Levine is no stranger to finishing in the air.
Now here is Ibaka. And the pass to Jackson. That one goes. Count it.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Levine kicks to Williams. Offensive rebound. Left side Jackson. And they pick up 2.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverley trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Los Angeles on top, leading by 5. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Here with head coach Billy Donovan. Coach, it's been back and forth in the first half. What's it going to come down to?
Well, obviously it's close. We know we're playing against a great team, so we just got to keep grinding and keep playing.
We'll see how it turns out, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 10 points, 11 rebounds, and 4 assists. He's definitely heated up over the last few games, and we're seeing some of that same recipe here tonight. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Tremendous start by Paul George, one of the premier two-way players in the world. Now, he can score from any spot on the floor, and he can guard from 1 through 4.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
Ernie, I love you. I gotta be honest. That was an awful first half defensively. Giving up over 60% from the field? Come on, Ernie, wow! If they stayed in it, maybe it'll give them a little extra motivation they need to fix their defense.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
This third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team is able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Paul George in this thing, guys, he's been everywhere.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with a step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Batuma's out there with Ibaka. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the 2 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Here's Levine. Paul George making his last shot. Carter, the pass to Williams. Good work there as it goes.
And not a bad passing center. Carter Jr. with the solid find there that leads to a bucket.
George dishes to Beverley. Back to George. A three-pointer off the mark. And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Levine, good.
And a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
White against Beverly. And here's Leonard from three. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
Textbook bounce pass there, perfectly timed.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against.
And it's George finishing it off.
Paul George taking initiative tonight and going right at the defense.
Passes it to White. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Out to the right wing. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
And the first one drops. So for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. Bulls trail by 8. Makoka, the pass to Williams. Valentine wide open. He fires. No good on the triple.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Pass to George. George double team. Pass to Morris. To the middle. Here's Williams. And the layup's good off the glass. Williams has got the lead up to 10 now for Los Angeles.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Gafford. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Goes back up. And the rejection by Zubac. Gafford misses. Clippers leading by 10. Williams scanning the floor. Leonard, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And here's Valentine for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. George double team to the inside. Williams with the steal. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And there's the pass to Gafford. Here's Makoka, defended by George. Levine, good.
And you got to run Levine off that line. He's a legitimate threat to do damage from deep.
Williams passes to Zubac. In the corner, George with it. Leonard trying to break free. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Chicago calls timeout.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it and make the adjustment.
checked in for the Clippers. Bulls trail by 12. Here's Temple. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Lobs it up for Levine. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
So aggressive once he gets high. Love how Levine stays after it when he gets it going.
Kennard, the pass to Zubac. He kicks to Williams. Now George. 22 points for him. And the shot goes down.
Lou Williams has been one of the best bench scorers the league has ever seen. So he will get on fire, that time in the catch and shoot.
A three-time Sixth Man of the Year. Last season, Lou Williams named his newborn son Six in honor of his success in that role.
We talk a lot about the Mount Rushmore of the game's greatest players. Maybe we can start to chisel out the sixth men of the year in the NBA. Lou Williams would have to get some serious consideration for that monument.
No good that time. And the Clippers will go the other way with it to the paint. Here's Williams. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, on the inside, Williams knows exactly what to challenge and who to challenge to get to the free throw line.
It's his first trip to the line.
2 shots.
That's good from Williams.
Well, whether Lou Williams is starting or more than likely coming off the bench, he's such a high-quality role player, someone that can heat up in a hurry and make the difference on those nights during a regular season where you could tally up 6 or 7 more wins. Lou's going to get those for you.
And the Clippers making a change here. Patterson's checked in. And both free throws good for Williams.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Outside, Levine. Another three for Chicago.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Now here's Williams. He's got 10. Got a hand on it. White against Williams. Pass to Temple. And here's Levine. Traps in the tray. Levine's got 29 in the game.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Pass to Zubac. Kicks it to George. Pass to Williams. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Patrick Patterson. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Williams. And a change for the Bulls. Carter's checked in. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. 6-point lead.
Oh, and he likes the mid-range, Jay. You have to get right up on him if you want to stop it.
Beverly against White. Shoots off the step back. That one off the back iron and out. Clippers leading by 8. Beverly dishes to George. Rebounded by Temple. Levine wide open. Off target with the open look. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in the driver's seat. Up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well on this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be right back after this. take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Bulls trail by 8. Taking a look at the Bulls. Young and Carter are the big men inside. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Temple in at the 3 spot.
They are just killing them on the interior.
There's the pass to Kennard. Everly with the ball. Inside. Kennard's shot is off. The Bulls shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Here's Carter. Young trying to break free. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And he's a crafty, kind of an old school big. Carter Jr. knows how to keep defenders off balance.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Carter.
In the 7th pick of the 2018 draft, Carter Jr.'s potential is enticing. A bruising big man with a bright future ahead of him.
Leonard, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Clippers with the ball. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Outside Leonard. Leonard draws the double, passes it to Ibaka. George with the ball. No good on the 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. Temple to pass to Carter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
At the line, Bulls. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And the Bulls making a change here. Williams is checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Here's George. Banked in off the glass. George has got 24.
Yeah, Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it. Just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
Levine double team. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Misses the 3.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Here's White, and it's sent back by George.
Not many guys have the two-way ability of a Paul George, just as dangerous defensively as he can be offensively.
And Ibaka kicks to George. And it's sent back by Carter. And here comes White, leading the fast break. Count the basket.
And you can argue this is White at his best, just an absolute terror in transition.
Here's Beverly, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
At the line for your Clippers, Patrick Beverly. At the line for 2.
2 shots. Last on the first.
And he makes the first.
One of the better perimeter defenders in the game, and in the golden age of scoring point guards, Patrick Beverly doing his best to slow them down on a nightly basis.
Good on both. Bulls trail by 4. Here's Levine. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And how about the confidence on display from Levine, just daring the D to get physical with it.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Levine.
And a good free throw shooter who's really increased his volume over the years. Levine with a lot of ways to beat you.
And so Levine nails both of them.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And we all know what a tough cover Kawhi has become. The defender got caught in a bad position and is kicking himself for it now.
At the line for your Clippers, Kawhi Leonard. Taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Leonard. Leonard hits them both. And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Bulls. To the paint. Here's Carter. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Ibaka outside. Looking for George. He gets it there. Yep, that one goes in there. George has got 26 points.
Well, Paul George has definitely garnered some strength through the years now, and he's developed that over time in the offseason, being diligent with his work ethic and gets through contact on that play.
Now here is Carter. And another shot. Shoots over Batum. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Carter.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Beverly with the ball. And it's Carter picking him up. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Paul George stepping up big time.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for the Bulls. That's good from George.
You wonder if Paul George finally has a situation here where he could show why he's an elite player, why he's an all-star, but to pay off how hungry he is to prove it with a late postseason run.
Here's Gafford. Here's Williams. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Batum. Outside, George. Feeds to Beverly. that shot off, and Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Levine against Batum. On the wing, Levine. White, and it's put back in by White. White's got 21 in the game.
And hey, when you're a big shot maker in college, that often carries over to this level. Certainly as for White.
Now here's Leonard. Misses. Fourth time against 7 makes for this game. Pass to White. Ibaka against Levine. Elbow shot. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And it's now only a 1-point Clipper lead.
Beautiful. Levine getting more comfortable as a go-to guy, wanting the shot when it matters most.
It's tipped. Now here's White. Outside, Levine. Over George. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. LA's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown.
Oh, you could see it from the moment he caught the ball. Leonard looking to rise to the occasion, making the big shot to help the team out.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're behind by 3. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. Our New Balance player of the game, Paul George.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He said, look, you guys are playing physical, and I like that, but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Kevin?
Levine double team. Williams finds Levine. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You see the strength Levine's added to his frame, allows him to fight through that physical D.
Pass to Leonard. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
And now the go-to guy in these situations. Leonard can handle that kind of pressure in the big moment as well as anyone.
Levine inside the three-point line. Rebound by the Clippers. They've held a 12-point lead early. A nice shot by George.
Well, your best players want to take on the burden come clutch time, and Paul George carrying the weight right now.
And here's Levine, who brings it up for Chicago. 6-point game. Now the pass to Gafford. Great D that time from Batum. Now the Clippers with it. Here's George. He can't get that one. Nice D from Levine.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Now, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Yeah, and with improving court awareness, Levine continues to tap into his limitless potential when making plays.
A shot by Batum, no good. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. 20 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
second for Daniel Gafford. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so they foul intentionally.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Kawhi Leonard. 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
Williams kicks to Levine. Money!
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now, shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
And the Clippers call time here. They're ahead by 3. 1 second left to play here in the fourth. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you all had to lead most of the game. So what's the difference playing from ahead as opposed to playing from behind?
I mean, you know, when you're behind, it's tough. You got to use a lot of energy to get back in the lead, and then it's just hard to keep that, energy throughout the whole game. But when you're up, sometimes you get a little bit comfortable, and the other team is, fighting, have that energy trying to push back. So we just have to stay level-headed when we're out there and just keep moving.
Appreciate your time, man, after a hard win. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.